Hey, it works better when I turn on the mic, right? What's up, everyone? This is Lewis here with Nuke the Fridge, nukethefridge.com's official YouTube channel. So for more information, movie news, entertainment news, weird takes, free movie giveaways, whatever, subscribe here and check out nukethefridge.com. I am your host, Lewis. Like, I am actually the creator of this platform, but thing is, I consider myself kind of like the bridge for you all. We're all a big community here. Everyone's opinion is welcome. We like to have a lot of fun while watching movies here. So that's a platform here. We are starting to do some live streams. We're starting to up the news and everything. And I'm sure a lot of you, because we promoted this, not only is this a review for The Flash, if you all want to watch the movie on us, I'm going to be posting a link on the bottom on the description area to the link's going to actually have passes to several cities within the United States, where when you claim those passes, you get a chance to check out The Flash before anyone. So those are advanced screening passes. I will drop the link on the bottom. I know a lot of people are like, well, you know, where are the links at? Because there's a lot of freeloaders, which is fine. We love freeloaders. I got this for free. So yeah, I'm with you. I want to see it for free. But anyways, we've actually have seen the film. I saw the film a month ago, or more than a month ago, over there at CinemaCon. Film was not completed. All right. So whatever I say now, there may be something different in the completed version, right? I don't know. I'm actually going to watch the movie again tonight, and I think that is the actual completed version. So maybe I'll come back with a heavy spoiler review, because this one right here is minor spoiler review, but take it as it's a spoiler review, because why would you be looking for reviews of a film and expect no spoilers? I mean, anything is a spoiler. A poster could be a spoiler. Anything could be a spoiler. So if you get spoiled here, don't get pissed off at me and talk poo-poo on the comments, man, because I have a hot temper, man. I'm going to delete you. Not just kidding. You could have your opinion. All right, it is 12 o'clock. That means the embargo has lifted. What is an embargo? We get invited to watch a movie, and then the studio says you cannot talk about it until this date. And the date has come. People are coming in here. 21 people in the house. Take the time to say like, and also share. All right. I cannot do this movie review alone because there's so much to it. So I was looking for someone who I trust, a friend, to do the review with me. And I noticed my friend Camilla here. Hello, Camilla. How you doing?
Hi,
Hasn't
I'm
actually seen the
good.
movie. How you doing? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm doing great. I'm so excited to talk about this.
All right. You said you've done movie reviews before, right?
I have, yes. I do a bunch of TikTok stuff, and I'm actually gonna post a video about The Flash tomorrow.
Excellent. And yeah, I would love to start collaborating with you here on Nuke the Fridge, because I think, I have my opinion as a movie buff, and it's a older dude's opinion, still young, but older dude's opinion. And I want a young lady's opinion. I think that's a great demo to get what you think and stuff. And then maybe we're going to disagree, agree, and then we're going to get some more people in here to co-host. What do you think of that?
I think it's great. I think, like, also generational differences. You grew up comic book wise. I grew up also comic book wise, but seeing that, like, a lot of people have different opinions, especially younger generations. We're all very politically correct or have more different ideas. It's very nice to see different
Wait,
things.
you're saying that the younger generation is more politically correct than mine?
Not fully, but it's just
We'll get
like
into that. That's a
we
discussion to
can.
get into a little
Yeah.
bit, yeah, later. All right. So, um, again, take this like if there's spoilers here, folks, because I don't, I don't know what the level of spoilers is for people, right, Camilla? I mean, you can look at a poster. If it shows you the Emperor on there in Star Wars, for example, that's a spoiler. That means the Emperor's back. But anyways, let's do this, and I'll bounce off you real quick. This movie is The Flash. It stars Ezra Miller. It stars as The Flash. Michael Keaton makes a return as the Batman. Ben Affleck makes a return as the Batman. Sasha Calle makes her debut as the Woman of Steel. And there's Shannon, Michael Shannon's back. Let me see who else is in here. There's a lot of stuff here, man. There's a lot of cameos as well. That if I mention who's in it, you're gonna be like, what? They're in it and stuff like that. Wow, I'm looking at the cast. This is like everyone's in there.
There's
Man,
so many different ones. Everyone went crazy in my theater. It was great.
everyone went crazy. Well, let's start off with the story. This is loosely based on a comic book called The Flashpoint. Are you familiar with it?
Yes, I've read it actually multiple times. I think it's good. I think
Right.
also the animated film helps a
Oh,
lot
so
with this
good.
storyline too.
Right. But it's not a beat for beat.
No, definitely not.
No, it's pretty much Jules says she's tired of the woke stuff. Um, yeah, like usually, movies really don't do beat for beat. I think animation has more, could be more creative with everything. So don't expect Flashpoint beat for beat. Here, it really deals with the Zack Snyder Snyderverse world and readjusting that and re-kicking that off. Would you say that's a fair assessment?
Oh yeah, definitely. The movie is definitely a good like conclusion to the Snyderverse, I'd say.
Mhm.
Just because, Snyderverse has been everywhere after Justice League. There were so many people that didn't like the Justice League movie. And so when they released Snyder Cut, it kind of made it a bit better for everyone. But hopefully this
Keep
movie.
talking. I got an important call here.
Yeah.
Keep talking.
Okay. So I think that, this movie, Snyderverse, it's amazing. It's definitely a good conclusion to the Snyderverse, as I said earlier. It's it's something that could continue. I know there are some like rumors that Snyderverse might be like picked up by like HBO or something, but it's
I have continue with that live, but I got a delivery from the studio in the front. I got to pick up, but keep with the questions Q&A. I got to go to the front real quick. Camilla, you got this.
you're good.
All right.
Yeah.
How about that?
Okay. I'd love to hear questions. Like, is there anything that you guys want to know about the movie at least? Like, I can talk about cameos too. It's great. Hmm. Um, you heard that Michael Keaton's Batman dies. Okay. So, okay, I'm going to start off by saying that his character was great in the movie. I think like seeing him, I did not grow up with Michael Keaton's Batman. I grew up with Christian Bale, and I was actually kind of sad that they didn't bring back Bale instead of Keaton. But, you know, Michael Keaton's Batman was definitely a good character to bring. It was it was interesting to see him in the Snyderverse rather than seeing Batfleck, but, you know, it's 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 a thing. They brought up Michael Keaton's Batman.
Yeah. All right. Sorry. I'm sorry about that. We're actually working on a screening for the film tonight. So they called me in the front, make sure I got it. All right. So I apologize, Camilla. I had to take a break here. You were already taking over the show. That's pretty good. So it is Flashpoint. It's Flashpoint Light. Um, this film is basically about making the decision. How far would you go to change your past? Maybe you experience a tragedy, and with the Flash, it's well known that the mom was no longer with us. She was killed, and his dad was wrongfully accused. He's trying to fix that. He discovers that going, if he goes fast enough through the Speed Force, he could go back in time and change things, right? That's pretty much the premise of it.
Yeah, I think it's just time travel, basically. Just this
Yeah, it's like
whole
Back to the Future,
story.
a little
Yeah,
bit Back to the Future. All right, and then you got the first act establishes that, um, and it is the first act is pretty funny, but it
I
does drag a little bit at the beginning of the film. To a lot of people are actually saying that. I am actually A little bit agreed because the problem is I knew what was coming. Per the trailers and everything,
Mhm.
Michael Keaton's coming, Batman's coming and stuff like that. What did you think of the beginning of the film? Like,
The beginning of the film, it was interesting. It was a good
mhm.
start, honestly. I think it really grabs your attention at the very beginning. Then you kinda just get slowly slowly introduced, like, backstory-wise, because we were introduced to the Flash, like, in Justice League, I think, right? Or
Batman versus Superman.
Superman. Yeah. So we didn't really get, like, full Barry Allen, nerdy, awkward guy, like, introduction, like, crazy, and so seeing it focus on him in the beginning,
Right.
it was very superhero movie origin at that point.
Correct. And then we get into the more meat and potatoes where he's conflicted about changing the past, and then he finds out that, hey, this really messes up things, and we get some crazy erasing of characters we knew from the past, and rebooting of characters we knew from the past, and introductions of new ones and old ones, like such as Michael Keaton. Are you a Michael Keaton fan?
I love him,
Yeah.
but
Who's your favorite
I
Batman?
Bale.
Oh yeah, I like Bale. That's for me. I know a lot of people are now saying that they like Michael Keaton more, but I'm like, well, look, action wise, the Batman action here is insane.
Mhm.
And maybe the fights are a little better than what we saw with Bale, but that was 10 years ago. And I think Bale, if they redo it now, it's going to be even better than that. Plus, the backstory with Bale is amazing. So we get into the middle act, the second act, and now things are established. We get introduction of Supergirl in there. We get Batman kicking ass. We know what's up with Gotham and stuff. And the conflict is on, right? The
Oh,
conflict
yeah.
is on. We're in the middle of the movie, and I am cheering. I'm having a great time. What did you think? Like in the middle of the film,
Middle of the film, it was a lot, actually.
there's a lot.
I think that, once all the action started, once Supergirl was introduced, then it kicked off so fast.
Yeah, is
And
that is
every
that your favorite character of the movie, Supergirl, or?
Yes, actually, I just got her suit, actually. Yeah, I just bought her suit so I could make content in it. But I loved her. Her suit is actually based off of, like, there's this one singular comic that,
Mhm.
there was a, like, dark-haired Supergirl because
Yeah,
that's
that would be Lois's
and Clark's daughter.
yeah, Lois and
Yeah,
Clark's daughter is yeah. So,
yeah,
um, by the way, you have a Cash App, right? If you want to
I
share
do.
that in the comments, please, and we'll put that up. If you want to support Camilla's addiction to cosplay, I send
Yes.
her a buck. If we all send her a buck, she could get um a new outfit. So is it a so the costumes are selling. I bought her action figure. I'm gonna put it in the back pretty soon. Yeah, I love this Supergirl. I love anything Man of Steel. So that is good. So we get to the third act where we get introduced to the mayhem. Um, the movie's nuts at the end. Like it's
Oh,
all out war, dude. Right?
it was crazy. I think,
Right.
like, it was a super huge fight scene. There like, 3 of them. There was
It is.
3, like, crazy big fights between, like, so many characters. I think Flash-wise, it was interesting. Speed Force was crazy.
Speed Force was good, and from what I remember, it was coherent. It's a coherent Speed Force. We know what's going on, even though there's a lot of VFX. Did you drop your Cash App down here? Where is it?
I'll send it to you on the private chat,
No,
and
no, just
then
put it. Could you put it on the chat on the side?
I can't. The comments won't let
Okay,
me.
send it to
Yeah,
me on. Could you text it to me?
yeah.
All right. Yeah, the fight at the end is insane. Is insane and stuff. And there's some. The conclusion of the movie is tearjerker for me. What?
Oh,
Oh man.
ye
Oh
I never cry watching movies,
no, no, you cried for
ever.
this one,
Yeah, actually, it got me to cry. It
and
was
you never cry.
I never cry in movies,
It was
ever.
messed up, man.
Yeah,
It was
a
messed
lot
up.
of people that I, like, have talked to about this film, they were saying that, it was very hard to watch at the end, just
Mhm.
because there's a lot of people that have lost mothers or have
Right.
just like lost motherly figures in their lives, and so it's even harder knowing that you can change the past, but obviously it makes life so much worse if you actually did go back. So consequences, and it's crazy.
Yeah, and the key thing you touched upon is consequences. What the hell's going on here? It won't let me post. Um, Consequences, right? You go back with a good intention and you screw up things badly. So that's the dilemma Barry Allen's in, right? Uh,
Yes.
Selfish act. I mean, there's the question of being selfish, there
Mhm.
is that in there. Especially with the two Ezra Millers, which is not a spoiler because we've seen the trailers and stuff. So let's get so overall, I would say me, I love this movie. I can't wait to see it again tonight. It has a lot going on. A lot going on. That's Camilla's Cash App, folks, by the way. Um, and I think it's one of those films you want to watch like 5 times just to get
Yeah.
everything in there. I give it a good 8.5 out of 10 and stuff. I know a lot of people, for some reason, like they have to have a disclaimer. Oh, it's not the best superhero movie ever made. I haven't heard James Gunn say that. Can somebody
No,
please pull up that quote? Go ahead.
I've actually heard James Gunn say that no one has played or no one can play The Flash as good as
That is
Ezra
the
Miller did.
director. The director did that.
Oh, Andy Muschietti did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
James Gunn's only quote is it's a fantastic movie. Let me look for that. What do you think of the movie? Like you
it was it was good. I I set my expectations really, really low so that I
why?
could be shocked in theaters just
Mhm.
in case. Because when I
Mm,
watch certain movies, I'll have really high expectations. And then, after hearing so many theories and such, when you get your hopes up, it sucks when they're not met. But I went into The Flash mostly blind for the most part. Before watching it, I had only watched the one trailer that they let out, and
mm.
then just completely, you know, didn't read tweets, didn't listen to all of people's theories about it. So I was easily surprised by how amazing it was.
Facts. So that's here's James Gunn's quote. James Gunn says The Flash is one of the best superhero movies ever seen. Like it's one of the best superhero movies I've ever seen. Yeah, I kind of agree.
Mhm.
I'm not. I mean, please post. I mean, after you've seen this movie, please post which one's better. I mean, it's kind of like it's debatable. Um, Only time will tell. I'm not into the Marvel movies, Camilla. I'm not into those. I just fell off. I'm not even.
Oh,
Huh?
yeah. A lot of people have lost interest in Marvel movies. I mean, people will still go watch them so they can keep
Mhm.
up with the timeline. I I set my expectations really low going into the theater, like I said earlier, but it Marvel Marvel movies aren't as great as they used to
Yeah, they're
be, I
not
guess.
deep.
Also, they're mostly origins right now rather than it's like they have to start all over again.
Correct.
But there's so many tie-ins, and it makes it hard to watch it without being, without it's hard to enjoy it now.
Yeah. Well, I do like the first two phases of Marvel, but I'm not really into them right now. Like, I dropped off after Loki. Like, I just can't
Wow.
stand that character. I can't stand that character. I've always found them boring. Um,
Really?
yeah, it's boring. It's like, oh, in the first movie he's a villain, and then people like him, so let's make him a hero, or I don't get it. Where
Mm.
the villains are, and I feel like here we have some really good villains, and they are villains. They stay villains. When you saw the movie, did you get an end credit? Don't tell me what it is though.
No, I didn't. Or
Oh,
did I? No, I didn't. Or we yeah, no. 'Cause it cut off, like
same here. Same here.
yeah, it just cut off straight, and I was like, "So we're not gonna get anything?" I think we they're making everyone go to the theater for it.
Right, right. Well, it's just smart. I mean, they've had way too many way too many screenings. Well, it looks like it. I don't know if it's way too many, but
They've
they're,
had a
they're
lot.
a lot, man. I think everyone's seen this movie already. Let's go one last thing. Let's go over some of the cast and their performance. Um, so you all know what we think about that. And if there's any questions in the comments, let me know and we'll try to answer them. Ezra Miller's performance as a Flash, thoughts?
I loved it.
He was good.
I usually separate character from
The
actor
actor, yes. I
just
do all the
because
time. Yeah.
yeah, I think Ezra Miller's, Barry Allen was great. I think it they really put out, um, the nerdy and awkward side of Barry Allen. It was
Mhm.
cute, but I feel like they needed a little bit more confidence, like Grant Gustin's does.
Do you like Grant Gustin's Flash more?
I do. I do.
Yeah.
I've
That
I've
show
loved
that
Grant
show is so
Gustin.
bad. That
Eh,
show. Did you watch the last season?
I watched the last, like, arc, so that was, like, the last 4 episodes of it. That was hard to watch.
You fast forwarded, right?
No, I sat there and ate food and just chomped watching it because there's nothing
Yeah,
else I could do.
I was picking my toes. Um, I agree with you. Ezra Miller was a good Barry Allen. I don't believe he's going to return. I think all this is just, being part of the team and stuff and saying, yeah, he's the best Flash, but we'll see what they say in a month from now. Um, the character you got to remember the characters are what's good, not really the actors deliver it, but characters really are what are here, what why we love these movies. And also keep in mind that there's a lot of people involved in this movie, not just
Mhm.
Ezra. So if you think something bad, the reason I'm not, you know I'm still here is because this film was made before everything outside happened. So, Michael Keaton, what do you think of his Batman?
I thought he was good. I don't really have, like, crazy, "Oh my god, he was the best," but I
Really,
think
for
he was
Michael Keaton? Oh, because you're Christian Bale. Huh?
yeah, I'm a Christian Bale
I
person.
like what he did with the fights, like how heroic he was, and how they made him so like he is the '89 Batman. They didn't like superpower him. What about Ben Affleck?
Okay, a lot I when he was first introduced in or, like, when they came out with Batman versus Superman, I did not like how artificially buff he was in the suit.
Bloated? Yes.
Yeah, it didn't do it for me, but seeing him as Bruce Wayne this film, I thought it was much better. It he was okay.
He's
Ben
starting to. I was not a fan, but he's growing on me. Like I kind of like him. I like every time I see him, I like him a little more. You
yeah,
know.
he's
So
getting
yeah,
there.
I give him props. It was Sasha Kale.
I she was great. I thought she was cool.
That's just cool. Yeah, I thought she was cool too. I like her take on Supergirl. And look, I've heard some people say, "Look, Supergirl isn't blonde," but it's like, we've seen blonde Supergirl like 100 times already. Um,
Yeah.
and it is what it is. Iris West, she wasn't really in the movie that much.
She was only in it for the beginning part, I think, and, like, the very last, like,
Carthy
minute.
Clemones, yeah, yeah, she wasn't in
She
it that much.
yeah,
It's fine,
I mean, it she wasn't she didn't stand out as much as I thought she would,
right?
but, she played her part.
All right. What about Maribel Verdue, Barry Allen's mom?
Oh, she was sweet.
She was
I
good.
think I think she was good. She played her role well. She gave mother. It was great.
You know what I think is hold on, let me see what reserved. Excellent. Ooh. Um, we were at, oh, it's been established now. And I don't know if people even caught on to this, Camilla. Barry Allen's Latino.
Oh,
Right? Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
So that's kind of cool, right? Because she's Hispanic.
mhm,
She was listening to Latin music, right?
yeah. She was speaking Spanish too at one point, I
Yeah,
think,
yeah, that's kind of cool.
and she has an accent in the movie.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. Finally.
Yeah, I thought that was
Um,
amazing.
yeah, it's a little. Now, look, I don't like to cast people just because of their ethnic background or whatever, but this was organic, so I'm down with it, and it's a good story.
Oh, yeah.
I love the kid that played young Barry Allen because he runs just like him.
Oh,
Remember?
yeah. Like, the
This-
funny, like
and there's some spoilers in here. I'm not even gonna show him.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Overall, the Flash. What do you think? I'll give you the last word, Camilla.
It was a good
Before we go.
movie. Go watch it.
Yeah.
It's good. It's entertaining. It's not like there's not, like, a crazy point in time where you're sitting there for, like, 5 minutes straight just, like, staring off into space,
Hmm.
and I think, like, it's very energetic too, which I love. So, yes.
Correct. I agree. I love this movie. I can't wait to own it on 4K Blu-ray. Maybe we'll have a spoiler, in-depth discussion
Mhm.
about it. Maybe like on Sunday, give everyone a chance to re-see it. Not this Sunday, but it comes out on the 16th. Yeah, it feels like it's been
Yeah.
out already for a long time.
Well, because everyone's watched it. Everyone's gone to the screenings and been like, "I watched it." But
Correct. All right. With that, I agree with you. I fully recommend the film. Again, I'll be posting in a little bit, not right now, free giveaways to watch the movie in the comments. They're gonna be inside the comments. Do me a favor, look in there. If your city's there, pick your city and stuff. So not only are we giving you a nice little spoiler light review, but we're hooking you up to see the film like everyone else has seen it. So you don't feel left out. Kamal, where can people follow you?
you guys can follow me on Instagram. I think it says like Camilla right here or
Wait, let
something.
me get it out of here.
Yeah. So that's my Instagram. You guys can follow me there. You can also follow me on TikTok. You can yeah.
There you go with that. And you can follow me right here. All right, there we go. Thanks, guys. We'll talk to you all later.